Howdy y'all, it's me. I'm back with more CDs for you, today featuring entirely Canadian artists. I will still let hold the #1 spot. My favorite artist is Canadian, but I'm withholding her for her own video. I would be remiss if I didn't have at least one iconic artist here. So of course, it's gotta be Alanis Morissette. Kind of a random choice at first glance, I think. I feel like I had this renaissance of having access to the computer in 2008 to 2011, where whatever an artist released then, that's maybe the only thing I've ever heard from them. So it's Flavors of Entanglement. I didn't realize on the back it's letting me know. It was produced by Guy Sigsworth, who we all know is half of one of the best bands of all time, Frou Frou. Track number 1, Citizen of the Planet. Best track on the album, crazy, incredible song. Underneath, great as well. Versions of Violence I really like. Not As we've all heard that used in a TV show. Moratorium I like a lot too. Giggling Again for No Reason is great. I think it's Not As when I listen to that, I'm like ready to start crying until I remember, oh wait, she sat over Ryan Reynolds, absolute cringe king, and then I'm like, no girl, stop. Like On the Tequila too, what a just weird, quirky song, always gives me a laugh. Iconic as well. Artist, MySpace artist, is Lights. It's The Listening, which loved her early stuff on MySpace. I feel like by the time this came out, it was 2009, it felt like so late for her to have an album, and these songs felt so old. I don't know. But it's very cool, poppy, fun, quirky-ish. It's a staple. And what I think is probably still her best work is Siberia. This has the zeitgeist of 2011, 2012 of dubstep, but I think it's held up fairly well. The first track, Siberia, incredible, amazing. Every song is very good. Toes, Banner, Everybody Breaks a Glass. The best, definitely some standouts. His Timing Is Everything. Suspension, Flux and Flow, and Fourth Dimension. I like the kind of distortion effect she used on this too. It's still really good. I like some of her recent work as well, but I feel like she really hit a nice stride here. Then the next few that I'm going to mention here, if there's any way that you can fall into this niche of knowing what Canadian teen drama or two that I'm referring to, you may have heard some of these tracks. I've got Suspension of Disbelief by Lindy. Cool kind of singer-songwriter vibe. It sounds, a little sad, moody, but I think overall the tracks are fairly optimistic. Picture of You, just a great song, man. Important and Witness are also great, but the keynote on this album would definitely have to be, of course, the remix of Beautifully Undone. Then I have It Dreams by Jakalope. There are producer credits from Trent Reznor on here, so this is the real deal. The lead singer though, Katie B, her voice I feel like would not be for everyone. It almost kind of doesn't go with the music. But this is just a really cool album. My favorite track, hands down, is of course Don't Cry. Love the drop in that song. Love the bridge. Then I have the only 2 ever releases from Controller.Controller. It's the History EP and then their one and only album, X Amounts. This band is just I don't know why or how, I think they're just were so cool. This music's almost too cool for me. Off of this, my favorite is probably Disco Blackout. And then as far as the album goes, Tigers Not Daughters, very good. PF might be my favorite. Poison Safe is good. I'm just reading all the track titles, but and then Magnetic Strip is very cool as well. I would love to know why they never put out any more music after this. From anything I've read, they were poised to be like such a big like Canadian kind of alternative band up there with like Franz Ferdinand and stuff. But yeah, this came out in '05, and I don't know. I follow their like Facebook page, and someone on there is active, but as far as like a new release, I don't know. 20 years, will we? I guess that's it. Most importantly of all, if anyone asks me, what are you about? Tell me about yourself. I would just say, I am all about Caribou. I love Caribou, okay? And I think you should too. This is like quintessential early 2000s indie instrumental kind of album. I know he was around before that, but this has like it's all instrumental. Some of the coolest songs of all time, including Yeti and Bees. The song's titled Bees, guys, okay? And really like Pelican Narrows, probably my top 3. Final Warning. I love the track titles, and this album is awesome. I would love to start talking about Swim, but I only have it on vinyl. I've yet to get the album. I wanted to like add more to my collection, of course, consume. But with the darn tariffs and all that dumb stuff, it's like I can't really buy international CDs anymore unless they're $1. But anyway, so I only else have Suddenly, and this I listened to a lot this past year. You and I is great, and Never Come Back. My favorite, hands down, is Like I Loved You. I am all about that song. Who do you think is the most relevant pop artist to come out of Canada in our time? Justin Bieber? Of course not. No way. It's Carly Rae Jepsen. This I found in a Kmart many, many years ago, which I was very surprised by. As far as I knew, I thought this was only released in Canada. Don't know what it was doing in the Kmart, but there it was. I liked her a lot in this singer-songwriter bag. She does the 80s pop, electronic kind of dance beautifully, but this was also, you know, refreshing in its own way. I am missing from my stack here Kiss, because that I just feel got way too much of the Justin Bieber treatment. Like, there was a couple songs on there that she had kind of played live, and then when they came out on that album, they were completely different, and I hated it. So I don't have that, but I do have Emotion. I kind of checked out during that era, you know, and the whole Call Me Maybe thing. That's, I'm sure, where I found her, but when it was happening, I'm just like... But however I found out about this, I swear that there was some random artist I had heard like collabed with her to write or produce one of these songs, but I don't even remember right now. This is just a standard. This is a pop Bible as much as anything any other clown has released. I've also got Dedicated, which favorite tracks on that are Julian, Goes Crazy Every Time, No Drug Like Me, very cool. Favorites though, I guess, like, I just want to mention every song, because like then tomorrow I'll go and listen to this and be like, how dare you not mention Now That I Found You or whatever. Second favorite I'd say is Everything He Needs. Kind of cool, you know, retro throwback there. But then Happy Not Knowing. That's my song, guys. That's one of my theme songs. Really great album. The Loneliest Time, which at this point I was still shocked that I still liked what she was putting out. I thought this one was fun, you know, kind of quirky, funny storytelling. Surrender My Heart, cool. Joshua Tree, classic Carly banger. Talking to Yourself, like, why wasn't that #1? I don't know. And also some probably not as great on the ear songs. I really like Shooting Star. And also Sideways. I love Sideways. And I also love Bad Thing Twice. Even, the title track is cool as well. Just had to run out to my car for this. It is finally The Loveliest Time by Carly Rae. Only just got around to listening to this 2-3 years after the fact. I had heard it a little bit when it first came out, and I didn't love it, but I've warmed up to it enough to buy it on CD. Best tracks, once again, everyone always has a great #1 track. I'm sure that's no coincidence. Anything to Be With You. That song is very irritating, and I love it. And I also love how it's like, why is it titled that? Why isn't it titled Never Over, which she keeps shouting in the chorus, Never Over? I don't know. And then the second track, Kamikaze, also super cool. I would love to go running right now solely to be able to listen to that song. A couple of them, like Airplane, I want to say Collage, I feel like could have been cut off of this album. She, from what I've read, has like hundreds and hundreds of demos floating around out there. This is great. Forgot to do my outro last time, but don't you worry, here it is. It's a little bit shorter, I think. I feel like that's not a bad thing though. Still have more of these I can do. Still would like to do some more focus videos on some indie artists that would like to shout out. Also, I have enough CDs that I could do videos solely on the biggest pop artists right now, but for some reason I don't want to give her a shout out, but I might have to. That's it for me. Thanks for watching.